It was 3:07 a.m. when I found that stream. I wasn't supposed to be awake. Final exams were a week away, but instead of studying, I was wasting time on random forums. One link led to another, and eventually I ended up on a dark website I had never seen before. The website was strange, but not in an obvious way. It was just a black screen filled with dozens of live streams arranged in a grid. No titles, no usernames, no descriptions, just silent video feeds. Most of them were boring. Empty hallways, parking garages, office corridors, and dark rooms with nothing happening in them. Then one thumbnail caught my attention. At first, I couldn't figure out why. It just felt familiar. Something about the room in the thumbnail made me stop scrolling. I clicked on it without thinking much of it. A few seconds later, I was staring at something that shouldn't have existed. The first thing the live stream showed me was a memory that had never been recorded. I was 8 years old, running through my childhood living room with a green plastic dinosaur in my hand. I recognized the moment instantly. It had happened more than a decade earlier, yet I remembered it perfectly. The problem was that nobody had ever filmed it. There had never been a camera in that room. No home video, no photographs, nothing. Yet somehow, at 3 o'clock in the morning, a random live stream on the dark web was showing me one of my own memories. At first I thought it had to be fake. Then the stream showed my 10th birthday. Then the day my sister broke her arm falling down the stairs. Then a family argument that only the 4 of us had witnessed. One by one, it displayed moments from my life that nobody outside my family should have known about. By then, I wasn't confused anymore. I was scared. I grabbed my phone and called my mother. No answer. The stream changed again. This time, it wasn't showing the past. It was showing my parents' bedroom. My father was asleep on his side. My mother was facing the window. The room was dark except for a faint glow from outside. My parents lived hundreds of miles away, yet somehow, the stream was showing them right now. The camera slowly backed out of their room and moved down the hallway before entering my younger sister's bedroom. She was asleep too, headphones around her neck, laptop still glowing beside her bed. Every detail was correct. I remember calling my mother again. Still no answer. My hands were shaking by that point. I wasn't even trying to understand who had created the stream anymore. I just wanted someone to pick up the phone. Then the screen went black. A few seconds later, the image returned. I felt my stomach drop. The stream was showing my dorm room. At first, I genuinely thought someone had hidden a camera inside. The desk was exactly the way I had left it. My textbook was open, my coffee mug sat beside the laptop. Even the hoodie hanging from my chair was visible. Then I saw myself. I was sitting at the desk staring at the monitor. For several seconds, I couldn't move. The camera angle appeared to be coming from somewhere near the ceiling, so I immediately stood up and searched the room. Nothing. No camera, no wires, no hidden device. I checked every corner twice. Still, nothing. When I sat back down, something about the footage felt wrong. I couldn't figure out what it was. Then I noticed the version of me on the screen scratching the side of his face. A few seconds later, I did the same thing. I froze. I picked up my water bottle. The version of me had already picked up his. I leaned forward. He had already done it. A cold feeling spread through my chest. I tested it again and again. Every movement appeared on the stream before I made it. I checked the timestamp in the corner. Then I checked the clock on my laptop. Then the timestamp again. The difference was exactly 5 minutes. I sat there staring at the screen, trying to convince myself I was misunderstanding something, but I wasn't. The stream wasn't showing the present, it was showing the future. For the next several minutes, I watched myself exist 5 minutes ahead of me. Every movement, every glance, every action. At one point, future me stood up and paced around the room. I hadn't done it yet, and somehow that terrified me more than anything else. It felt as though the stream already knew every decision I was going to make before I made it. Then the timestamp reached 3:42 a.m. Future me was sitting at the desk exactly where I was sitting now. 3 loud knocks suddenly echoed through the room. Not normal knocks. Slow, heavy, deliberate. The kind of knock that instantly tells you something isn't right. Future me froze. Another knock came, then another. Whoever was outside wasn't trying to break in. It felt like they were waiting. Future me slowly stood up and backed away from the door. The knocking continued. 3 knocks, a pause, 3 more. The sound seemed to shake the room itself. I stared at the screen, unable to look away. Then the stream began to glitch. The image twisted and stretched. Static filled the screen, and suddenly, everything went black. No video, no sound. Only the timestamp remained. 3:43, 3:44, 3:45, 3:46. I could hear my own heartbeat. I sat there helpless, staring blankly at the screen. Then the image returned. The timestamp read 3:47 a.m. My dorm room was destroyed. The chair was overturned. The desk lamp lay shattered on the floor. Books were scattered everywhere. The door hung partially open. It looked as though a violent struggle had taken place. But the room was empty. No sign of me, no sign of whoever had been knocking, nothing. The stream simply continued showing the empty room. Suddenly, out of nowhere, I felt something close to relief. The footage was 5 minutes ahead. I still had time. My desk clock was showing 3:42 a.m. Whatever happened in that room, I didn't have to stay there and let it happen. I could run out and call the security. I grabbed my phone, my keys, and my backpack. I didn't even bother closing the laptop. I headed straight for the door. Then I heard it. 3 slow knocks, coming from the other side. Exactly the same knocks I had just heard on the stream. I froze. My eyes moved from the door to the monitor, where the destroyed, empty version of my room was still being streamed. And that's when I realized the ending had already been written. I just hadn't lived it yet.